Yemen's Houthis say they have retaliated after US airstrikes killed at least 31 people on Saturday. The group's military spokesperson, Yahya announced that they targeted the US aircraft carrier USS Harry S Truman and other warships with 18 missiles and a drone. The US has not yet responded to this claim.
بيان صادر عن القوات المسلحة اليمنية بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قال تعالى: فمن اعتدى عليكم فاعتدوا عليه بمثل ما اعتدى عليكم واتقوا الله واعلموا أن الله مع المتقين. صدق الله العظيم. ردا على استمرار العدوان الأمريكي على بلدنا وفي ذكرى غزوة بدر الكبرى وامتدادا لمسيرة الإسلام في مواجهة الطغيان والاستكبار، تأتي هذه العمليات للقوات المسلحة اليمنية حيث استهدفت بعون الله تعالى وللمرة الثانية خلال 24 ساعة حاملة الطائرات الأمريكية USS هاري ترومان في شمال البحر الأحمر، وذلك بعدد من الصواريخ البالستية والمجنحة والطائرات المسيرة في اشتباك استمر لعدة ساعات. ونجحت القوات المسلحة اليمنية في إفشال هجوم معاد كان العدو يحضر لشنه على بلدنا، واضطرت طائراته الحربية المحلقة إلى العودة من حيث انطلقت بعد إطلاق عدد من الصواريخ والمسيرات على حاملة الطائرات وعدد من القطع الحربية التابعة لها. إن القوات المسلحة اليمنية وبالتوكل على الله تتصدى لهذا العدوان الإجرامي.
The airstrikes were part of a wider US military campaign against the Houthis, who have been attacking ships in the Red Sea since 2023. The Houthis say their actions are in response to Israel's war on Gaza and will continue until aid reaches Palestinians. US President Donald Trump has warned that the strikes will continue with overwhelming lethal force unless the Houthis stop their attacks. On Sunday, US Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said Washington would conduct unrelenting strikes until the group ceases targeting US assets and global shipping.
We're sitting on 4 years of deferred maintenance from Joe Biden, where in particular, when you talk about the Houthis, they were allowed for over 100 times to shoot at U.S. Ships, to shoot at commercial shipping. 4 months ago, when we sent a ship through, it was shot at 17 times. Ships haven't been able to go through for over a year without being shot at. Freedom of navigation is basic. It's a core national interest. And President Trump has said, we will restore that and we will be unrelenting. I want to be very clear. This campaign is about freedom of navigation and restoring deterrence. The minute the Houthis say, we'll stop shooting at your ships, we'll stop shooting at your drones, this campaign will end. But until then, it will be unrelenting. We got the reports last night, Maria. The Houthi capital felt like an earthquake. Dozens and dozens of precision heavy munitions dropping precisely on the targets that we wanted to hit, sending a very clear message. And the message is clear to Iran as well. And the president said it in his truth. Your support of the Houthis needs to end immediately. We will hold you accountable as the sponsor of this proxy. And I echo his statement.
The Houthis had previously halted attacks during a ceasefire in Gaza, but resumed them last week after accusing Israel of blocking aid deliveries. The US has blamed Iran for supporting the Houthis, with National Security Advisor Michael Waltz claiming that recent strikes took out multiple Houthi leaders.
The difference is these were not kind of pinprick back and forth what ultimately proved to be feckless attacks. This was an overwhelming response that actually targeted multiple Houthi leaders and took them out. And the difference here is, one, going after the Houthi leadership, and two, holding Iran responsible. It is Iran that has repeatedly funded, resourced, trained, and helped the Houthis target not only U.S. warships, but global commerce, and has helped the Houthis shut down 2 of the world's most strategic sea lanes. We have, Martha, 70% of global shipping is now diverting around southern Africa, adding to the cost of goods, disrupting global economies, adding to or shutting off supplies to the United States. President Trump has found it unacceptable. What we inherited was a terrible situation, and this is one of what will be a sustained effort to right that wrong and to reopen global commerce.
However, Iran has denied involvement. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has urged the US to stop its attacks, while the United Nations has called for restraint to prevent further escalation. As tensions rise, former US diplomat Nabil Kui has warned that airstrikes alone may not stop the Houthis and suggested diplomacy as an alternative approach. Meanwhile, the situation in Yemen remains volatile, with the risk of further escalation across the region.